Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Malcolm Ash, and this is Blight Dream. We are in an art gallery of terror. Yes, thank you for being so kind with Michiru. I'm talking with Mr. Hinohara. If you need something, ask later. Why don't you check out the exhibit? Well, okay then. Rudeness. It's nothing to brag about, but I've lost a lot in my life as well. But the fact she was able to become an artist who could open her own exhibit, it makes me just as happy myself. I've been spending many a day sleeping in my hospital room, my body nearing its limits. I wonder if I've done all I'm able to do. Let's grab some snacks. No, we can't. Am I able to go this way? No. 1,000 stones. Don't want to miss them. Blooming flower. Oh. Michiru Usui, artist, age 28. A female artist, granddaughter of the famous painter Rinzo Usui, known for an abstract, fantastical style. Once attempted suicide in her past, which caused memory loss. She began working in art around the same time, so she has relatively little practice as an artist, but many suspect that experience is an influence. Lake. Don't know how to put this. Sure are a lot of strange paintings, especially that flower painting in the back, and I didn't really get it. How about you? Cracked smile. Empty 16 years. Life and death. Oh boy. Is it really right to remember? What? Was that my imagination? But what's this sense of uneasiness? No. I like it. Blight. This is myself and my regret. Every night I mourn my mistakes and think of my lost past. It must look like a disgraceful, ugly thing. The meaning of Daphne's is undying. They bear poison berries just as I bear my regret, and so I leave it here by way of my precious brush. There was the thumbnail. A terrifying, overpowering feeling of regret toward lost memory exudes from the painting. Yes, losing memories is a terrifying thing. That emotion is displayed bare, burning itself into the viewer's eyes and mind. It feels like my pain is understood. Only those with memory loss can understand the power of this painting. And at the same time, the question of what to do with this suffering. I feel like I see an answer. People can put such emotion towards things which they've lost that no longer exist and leave it in a heavy, venomous, beautiful form. In other words, the sorrow of loss is an eternal poison which stays with people forever. That is what this painting is saying. I see. If my mind can't remember the days, the people, I can just etch them in, not into any notebook, but into myself with poison. better get up. I don't know. It feels like I had a dream about the past. I wonder what it was that prompted me to remember the past. Mr. Hinohara was the old man who told me about Miss Michiro's art. After that, I started writing lots and lots about my days in my memory notebook. It was a lot of fun. But that's what made me so uneasy about being unable to keep memories in my mind. Later, I went to see Miss Michiro's art, and there I saw that painting. My head hurts. Why? Why does my head hurt so much when I try to remember Blight? I think I must have seen that painting and realized a way I could keep memories even while having a memory disorder. The terrifying regret and sadness towards lost memory in that painting. I felt it, and just one step away. I can't remember that one last step. But what's there is so important. I shouldn't rush. I was able to remember all of this on my own power, no memory notebook, which means my memories remain. Seeing that painting and realizing a way to keep my memories, the memory must still be there. So I shouldn't rush. It's just one last step. Any impetus at all might allow me to remember it, so... Memory shards recorded. Mr. Hirahara, Ushui, and Utsui and Blight. Let's see, yesterday's memory entry. Whoa. A warning to tomorrow's me. Don't try to remember the past anymore. What's this? This doesn't mean anything to me. Yesterday's me is just yesterday's me. It doesn't matter to today's me. I will get back my memory of that blank period. Something's in my pocket. This is the key to our parents' bedroom. Will I remember if I go there? That last piece to fill in the blank? So, it seems the time is approaching to clear up what happened during Michiru's hospital stay. In that yet uninvestigated room, perhaps there lies a final clue. And the brother's being a real creeper. I think that he is... Oh. Hi. I wasn't talking about you at all. You should stay put in your room today. I said stay put in your room today. I was just going to the restroom. Well, I'll wait here then. Once you're done, back to your room. What in the world is this? If I can't even leave my room, there's no chance of reaching the bedroom. What should I do? Let's sort these thoughts out. So he won't let me leave my room, much less check the bedroom. Wasn't there a way to get out of this room without using the door? Yes, there was. I can go to the balcony through the window. Hold on a second, though. Because I don't like this. Have I really been playing for 7 hours? Okay. There's nobody out there. I made it to the living room at least, but still the bedroom is down the hall. I'll have to pass by you at some point. Is there anything in the living room I can use to lower his guard? You handle the trash. Is there a knife? Cook? I know, if I start cooking here and say I just passed you by, it hurts a little, but I can't think of any other believable excuses. And also, he doesn't have any cooking skill. He wouldn't force me back to my room if I was in the middle of this, right? So if this goes well, it could buy me some time. It feels like making this choice might advance the story in a big way. Start cooking. Michiru! Why are you here? What are you so flustered about? As you can see, I'm just cooking. When did you start doing that? I don't know, a while ago. I guess we just passed each other? Oh well. I can make it, so you should go back to your room. What are you talking about? I'm already in the middle of it, so just let me do it today. Right, sorry. Looks like he won't force me to stop. This is my chance. If I can just get you away from here, I can investigate the bedroom. I don't know which one to pick. Sending him out shopping for food seems like the reasonable thing to do. Sending him to his room, I don't understand. Either way, he's going to come back, huh? Hey you, could you go buy me some soy sauce? I want to use it in this, but I don't have enough. Aw, who can say no to a face like that? If there's not enough soy sauce, that's no big deal. It is a big deal. You just don't know because you don't cook. But what? It's just a trip to the supermarket, right? I have my hands full here, and I know you can't take my place. Or is there some reason why you have to stay here and watch me? What are you talking about, Michiru? There'd be no reason for that. Boy, you're strange. I got it. Soy sauce, eh? I'll get it for you. Right away. So you just keep on cooking. Stay right there. Looks like it worked, but I'm sure he'll come back quickly. Now is my only opportunity. I'll investigate the bedroom. I'm sure there's a piece of my memory there. I should check the bedroom while I can. Yeah, I know. The music has changed. Did he really go? We're gonna check the door. No, I can't do that. It was our parents' bedroom, but now it's just an unused room. Our parents' belongings are neatly arranged inside. There are some advanced-looking books on the shelves. The closet handles don't have much dust on them. Once you open it, there's no turning back. It was you! There's nothing inside the closet, except for sitting unnaturally at the bottom, a dull-bladed, rusty fruit knife. This knife, I've seen it. Memory shard recorded. Rusty fruit knife. What if... Obviously, we don't see much of our own player character's body, but what if they have engaged in self-harm? And what if you didn't do those things to those people? What if you didn't murder those people at the hospital? This knife was... Wait, what? Oh, 7 out of 7 memory shards. 1 month ago, Mashiba Hospital. The sorrow of loss is an eternal poison which stays with people forever. I see. If my mind can't remember the days, the people, I can just etch them in, not into any notebook, but into myself with poison. Serial murders are scary stuff. 2 people dead in just a few days. And of all people, Takanashi and that painter Inohara, people we know are getting killed. I just don't know what's going on. You gotta be careful. I mean it. This hospital might be bad news. Michiru? You listening? Oh. Mirai. I did not want to be right about that. I'll never forget them, Mrs. Takanashi or Mr. Hinara. Yeah, you got it all in that notebook. No, not like that. The two of them live on in my heart as a poison that'll never heal. I realized something. There was a way to not forget people, even without my notebook, so I'm not scared anymore. I don't have to fear losing my notebook now. That painting, Blight, taught me that. Jesus Christ. How the sorrow of loss is a poison that stays with people forever. That's right. The hole in my heart condemns me. The eyes that looked at me won't leave my head. The voices screaming at me I'll always hear. The feeling of their lives draining stays on me. Why did it come to this? Is there no going back? Those regrets torture me. I'm crying every night. Mrs. Takanashi and Mr. Hironohara won't come back. It hurts so much. It's no longer just memory, I'm sure. It's trauma. It won't leave my mind after a night's sleep. I want to throw up. I want it erased. I want to go back to the past and undo it. Each time I truly feel it. Yes, these people, they're living on in me as poison. Then you don't regret it? Killing the two of them? I do regret it. Which is why I don't regret it. Michiru. I don't want to forget you either, Mirai. After all, you're my friend. Mirai. Please, last forever in me. Why the hell? Why did you get this way, Michiru? You were coping using your notebook. You found some new interests. What's one of Michiru's paintings mean to that? You look like you were having the time of your life. You're right. I did enjoy it. And so I never wanted to lose it. Those memories didn't deserve to be words on a flimsy piece of paper. Don't disappear on me. You can't leave my memories, Mirai. You should know, Michiru. I got a sickness. Something modern science can't cure. I'll die before I'm all that old. That's why I got abandoned as a baby. I'm living with the help of an orphanage now. That's why I'm a punk with dyed hair who don't go to school much. No friends either. Of course, nobody needs me. No matter what I do, I'm just gonna die soon. It seems like there's no point. Except, here at the hospital, you overcame your disorder just to come talk to me. Every time I've popped into your room since, you've looked super glad. And you invited me to that exhibit. And that made me pretty happy. I might not care about myself, but I was happy to be needed by somebody. So if you'll be satisfied killing me here, then sure, whatever. Maybe I'd stay in people's memories better that way versus dying alone from illness. But it's a blight, yeah? Eh? Ain't you suffering? You don't really want to keep pain like that around forever. It's the fun times you don't want to forget, right? So is there really a point? You just gonna forget the fun stuff and keep the pain with you forever? Sheesh, for real. I ain't gonna stop you. Do what you want. If you want to kill me, do that. I won't resist. But if it makes you suffer that much, I think the notebook's the better choice. What'll it be, Michiru? I'm not wrong. This is the only way to keep those memories. I'm not wrong. I didn't get a choice. We continue our ongoing report on the Mashiba Hospital serial murders. There have been a total of 3 victims within the past month, yet the case remains shrouded in mystery. Other than all the victims being either patients or employees at Mashiba Hospital, there have been few clues as to... You, Michiru, why are you in this room? Well then, I've got to put you back to sleep. It'd be a real problem if you remembered the truth, Michiru. It's okay, Michiru. Whatever I do, you won't remember anything tomorrow. You'll only feel scared and hurt for a moment. I'll put you to sleep quickly. Today's bad little mature ends here. It's too late. I've remembered everything. What? I've been slowly searching each day for clues around the house, and I got back my memories at the hospital. These are memories I won't forget even without my notebook. That's inconceivable. For a year now, you've been left unable to keep any memories for more than a day, right? As long as it's not in the notebook, you shouldn't be able to remember anything. Rules were made to be broken. That's wrong. I've been having dreams of it. Well then, you should write about that girl. If it makes you suffer that much, I think the notebook's the better choice. My memories up to now. And what I've done. It's a reality I'd like to turn away from. And yet, I can't make it so it never happened. Listen, I'm going to describe to you the events I remembered at the hospital, the whole of the Mashiba Hospital serial murders from start to finish, and if I'm correct, then let's end this. Alright, go ahead and try, Michiru. See if you can tell me the truth of the year you couldn't possibly remember. Remember the events one at a time and look back on the truth of this case. If you've made it this far, there's nothing to fear. The only way is forward. Let's start at the beginning. What was the cause of my memory disorder? Car accident. Right, a year ago I lost my parents in a car accident and suffered a head injury. It was a fateful day, alright, for me and especially for you. That's what gave me my memory disorder. From then on, I stopped making new memories. I said the only way is forward. Does that mean don't look back? What happened to me after my injury? I was put in Mashiba Hospital. To have my injury treated, I was put in Mashiba Hospital, but the only memories I've recalled have been between now and 3 months ago. Before that, I had no memory notebook, and probably half of those forgotten days were spent in a comatose state. Yeah. You slept for about half a year after the accident, then spent another 3 months all hollow. But those aren't what's important. This case began 3 months ago. So what happened 3 months ago? I started the memory notebook. Yes, I began my notebook because Nurse Takanashi recommended it. She recommended it to remember the hospital layout? Calm down, me. Was that really it? I should think it over calmly. To remember Mirai. That's my bad. To remember who Mirai was. That little thing is what kicked it off. 9 months after the accident, you finally started trying to recover. Though if I fumbled with this, I could make memories once more. Next, 2 months ago, what happened? Seeing Blight. All of these things happened in the last 60 days. Yes, I encountered that painting. Painting? The reason for that was the painter Hinohara. I met a painter and was captivated by Mrs. Mishiro's paintings. My notebook really started to fill up after that. It was a very happy time. Yep, they even said you might be let out soon. But that's why I feared losing my memory. I couldn't accept just a memory notebook anymore. I wanted to keep these people in my mind, so when I saw Blight by an artist who also had memory loss, its message about loss being an eternal poison hit me hard. I see. I thought you seemed somehow odd since the day we went to that exhibit. So that one painting had that much of an effect on you? I never even considered. No, you didn't. And what happened a month ago? The serial murders. Yes, the Mashiba Hospital serial murders occurred. The victims were Miss Takanashi, Mr. Hinohara, and people precious to me, of course, because the sorrow of loss stays with you as an eternal poison. That's right, the killer in the Mashiba Hospital serial murders. Was the culprit the nurse, Kaede Takahashi? No. What are you doing? Was it Seiji Inohara? No. Was it Mirai? No. Was it you? Yes! That would be terrible. Was the culprit Michiru Orihara? Yes. Right. I destroyed the things I loved myself, and that pain, that poison, that sin was etched into my soul. That was it. That's what happened. That was the Mashiba Hospital serial murders. I remembered it all. So effectively now, she has no memory loss. Other than like the little things, which we all forget anyway. Stop it, Michiru. You have a memory disorder. You should just forget things like that. You lost your mother and father and got this disordered. Disorder, I know you're tired. I can't you. Miss Takanashi, who was so kind to me. Mr. Hirohara, who taught me about art. My only friend after the accident, Mirai. I can't make it so it never happened. I can't, so I poisoned myself with them. This poison will never go away. I have to carry that burden. Promise you, this is the end of all this. No secrets. So now it's your turn. Tell me what happened after the incident, for me leaving the hospital today. Why did I forget killing 3 people and live at home like nothing happened? I sheltered you, just after your final criminal act, after you attacked Mirai Orihara. By chance, I went up to the hospital roof and witnessed the crime. At the time, I had no idea why you had done such a thing, but I suppose the murders were your doing. Mirai. You were in a daze. You didn't look in your right mind. So I cleaned up the scene, and I disposed of your earlier notebooks. Later, the police and reporters came along, but because of your disorder and concern for your health, you weren't questioned much. And before long, you were dismissed from the hospital. You and I came back home. You were calm, but you were still spacing out like your mind was still distant. As you said, I guess your murder surpassed your faulty memory to stay in the back of your mind. So starting then, I decided to control and cleanse your memory. Cleanse? Yeah. 1, I wouldn't let you go outside or get any outside information. 2, I tried to weaken the memories of that day by putting you in a boring daily routine. 3, I observed your memory notebook and erased anything suspicious you wrote. I did that every day since you left the hospital. The murder weapon that I kept, thinking it might be found if I discarded it. The bloody shirt from when I cleaned up the scene on the hospital roof. The thorough research I did on the 3 victims to be sure the police couldn't trace you. In the end, it all backfired on me. So that was it. I wouldn't say it backfired. You got away with all that up till now. But that means you took on the crime of harboring me. I was desperate too. If you got caught, you'd lose the only family you had left, you know. I'm sorry, Michiru. I guess I just wasn't enough to satisfy you with your memory disorder. If I'd been a better brother, I bet you wouldn't feel so lonely. I'm really sorry. Why did I forget? Because I took him being there for granted. I thought the memory notebook was my world and effectively my only ally, but even back when I was comatose, didn't my brother support me? So even if I lost my notebook, wouldn't my brother always at my side help me as much as I needed? I should be sorry. I only thought of myself. I wasn't thinking of Miss Takanashi or Mr. Hirohara or Mirai or you. I just panicked about losing my memory. I forgot the people who supported me and put a blight on my own life. I was so foolish. It must have hurt them all. I'm sorry, Miss Takanashi, Mr. Hirohara, Mirai. I'm so sorry. Three days later, you and I chose to turn ourselves in. We don't intend to run from our crimes, except for those 3 days. Even if they were from temporary insanity, they were absolutely my crimes. But before that, you told me there was someone he wanted me to meet. Is it Michido Usui? I bet it is, because she's not dead and she's the only other person in this story who hasn't shown up, actually. It might be a painful place for you, but I think it's the best place. Hey, Michiru, when you attacked Mirai Orihara here, I said I cleaned up the scene, but think about it. Somebody would come up here sometime. There'd be no time to escape anywhere. Well, sure. I had a collaborator, someone who helped conceal your crime. Collaborator? That's a surprise. Yo. Mirai? Ain't a ghost. Michiru, you stabbed her, but that was it. She was the only one you stopped before killing. I don't know why, but I'm sure at the last moment maybe you realized your mistake and decided to stop. After I got shanked, I put up with my stomach hurting like hell to talk to your bro. Then he put you to sleep and got away from the scene and took the knife with him. Then I put on an act for the hospital peeps who came running up. Somebody stabbed me, didn't see their face. You too, Mirai. Why? I mean, you didn't kill me, yeah? You stopped short all on your own, so, you know, I wanted to help you. We're friends and all. Okay, maybe that's pushing it. Light up a storm to the cops after that, too. Mirai, I'm glad. Really glad you're okay. I'm sorry. Hey, Michiru. What, you? About that picture, Blight. Yeah. I saw it too, with the explanation and all. It's the same description as before. I think this is what it's talking about. Michiru Usui definitely put it in there. The regret she felt towards her memories. She spit it all out into that painting so that she wouldn't look back anymore. So we and you will atone for our sins and live with them. I'm sure we can start anew. Yeah. Oh, tell me, if that's the end, that's the good ending? No doubt I'll continue to suffer from my poisons. Tomorrow's me will too, and the me after that. But even knowing they'll be eternal, I put them in me myself. Even if it's poison, they're precious memories. Until the day I can finally atone, those 3 months of poison will make me suffer. And I'll keep dreaming of that blight. Yeah, that was Blight Dream, made in SGB. That was quite lovely. I do believe the developer was Japanese. I think the thing was translated. And at some point during the playthroughs, one of them, I might have accidentally called it Blank Dream. I tried to catch where I did that, but Blank Dream, there's a reason for that. Blank Dream is actually another game by the same developer. It was made a long time ago in one of the older RPG Maker engines. I'm not going to play that one, I don't think, but I don't know, I might someday if inconceivably I get a whole bunch of requests to play it. But this was very, very enjoyable, very creepy, and it had a story that had a lot of heart. Despite the, murder and darker themes that showed up there at the end after you start getting your memory, you knew something sinister was coming. You knew something was going to happen that was creepy. But totally worth a playthrough, totally worth playing. This is what I came here to do. This and teach people how to make games and such, spur you on. And here would be my message related to that. You can do this too. This game is 3 years old, but it has aged extremely gracefully. There's nothing about it that tells me that it's obsolete, too old. The graphics are what they are. They're cutesy. Graphics like that are timeless to me anyway. But this is something that any one of you can do. Make a marvelous game. I only wonder now if there are any other endings, and I think I might go check out YouTube and find out if that's a thing or not. So while I'm doing that, you have a great day. That was Blight Dream, and that's the last playthrough of this game that I'll be doing until something else related comes out, if that ever happens. Thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy this, let me know, and I have a playlist and some links down in the description below so that you can play this game for yourself or watch other videos where I play games made in the Smile Game Builder engine. So until the next video, I will see you later. Bye.